opportunities is to be able to dedicate the Thomas Boats conference room. And I'm just going to read the plaque that's in there, but I'm hoping that you're going to have a chance to take a look in there. And then I want to talk a little bit about it, and then I also want to extend an offer for Dr. Nancy Taylor, Senior Pastor Emeritus of Old South, to be able to share a little bit too. Reverend T. Thomas Boats Jr. was an avid patron and influential leader of the Congregational Library Archives. Tom received a Bachelor of Divinity degree from Nazarene Theological School and a Master of Sacred Theology from Boston University School of Theology. He studied at Harvard Divinity School in the Ministry of the Vicinity Program and was a Fellow at Yale Divinity School. Tom served churches in a variety of ways during his long career. He was pastor at East Baltimore Church of the Nazarene in Baltimore, Maryland, North Congregational Church in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and the First Federated Church in Beverly, Massachusetts. He was associate pastor at Boston's Old South Church. Tom was the area conference minister for the Metro Suffolk area of the New York Conference and the United Church of Christ. At Newman Theological School, he was the UCC Church campaign director. He also provided interim ministry services to several churches in New England UCC offices. Throughout his career, Tom used CLA's resources to keep abreast of trends in the field as well as to challenge himself with new or different ideas. Tom read extensively in the collection. He was a volunteer book reviewer and joined the board of directors in 1997. He became the board's chair in September 1999 and served in that role until June 2005. His service to the CLA continued for several more years, including another year on the board of directors and then as a member of the board development committee. During his tenure as chair, Tom was instrumental in guiding the library's transition to become more modern and professionally staffed. He also encouraged the discussion of fiscal soundness and a study of the future of 14 Beacon Street. In all of his activities, Tom believed exposure to the broader world of information and the honest exchange of ideas and opinions was critical to growth and integrity. He saw the Congregational Library and Archives as an important part of that process. And when I spent time really kind of poring over that long list of accomplishments, I'm just so proud to say that I see in the Congregational Library and Archives that cutting edge technology where we're able to use these just amazing resource and treasure trove of information to be able to bless future generations. Through the work of Zach and Billy and Sarah and others, Helen, NEHH, all these different things. I feel that Tom would be immeasurably proud of where we are right now, because when I'm looking at this list of accomplishments, I'm feeling like I'm starting to really see the fulfillment of all that and all that CLA is today. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to just be able to dedicate this conference room for Thomas Boats. Thank you so much, and I'd like to invite Nancy Taylor to share a couple of remarks as well.
Just to be clear that Tom Boats is still very much with us. He just wasn't able to get here today. I've known the good Reverend T. Tom Boats Jr. for about 18 years. Ordained minister, as Rich said, he served at Old South, and he's still a member of Old South Church. An associate conference minister. I want to say about him that he was an excellent and savvy church administrator and administrator of organizations, and that's not always true of clergy. An excellent and savvy administrator, a fine and kind pastor, and he was possessed of a high sense of social justice, recognizing, as the Hebrew Scriptures insist, that one cannot be righteous without doing justice. Tom pastored in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, a turbulent time in the church and in our nation. Civil rights, school integration, women's rights, Vietnam War. He was in the thick of all of that. He labored with humility and a high sense of duty. Duty to the future, duty to the gospel, and duty to the disinherited. Tom put his shoulder to the plow as a longtime member of the board of this library because he believed that the past can and must inform and inspire and even correct us in the present. The past is a reminder that these enterprises in which we are engaged are not ours alone, ever. For we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, and we will pass the unfinished work on to those yet unborn. I knew Tom before he was widowed, and I can attest to the way he cared for his beloved Barbara for many, many years until her death in 2017. They were married for 64 years, and were blessed with 3 children, Ellen, Tom, and John, as well as grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And the family, Don is here today, Justin, Catherine, Ellen, and Tom. I want to say to all of you that I hope you feel as proud of his contributions, kind of a quiet contributions behind the scenes, administrative contributions in many ways, but I hope you feel so proud of his contributions as I feel of him and having known him. It's a really worthy thing, and with everybody yell, "Hey Tom, thank you, well done Tom." Well done Tom.